How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with a kind of expansion to the Gathering Epic, or at least looking at it from another perspective. This was a request by Okelenor, and he seemed to notice that you would get more bark without the Gathering Epic versus having the Gathering Epic. If you're unfamiliar, the Gathering Epic is supposed to double the drop rate from surface resources. So if you're harvesting things like mushrooms, supposedly you're twice as likely to get drops from those. I did a video testing that very mechanic out not too long ago and found that not only does it do that, and it does have an effect, it is working correctly, people are noticing that it didn't seem to have as potent of an effect as they thought it would have, and that's basically because luck will also affect surface resources as well, and luck actually has a more powerful effect, and basically it's kind of additive. It's not like you get the bonus from luck and then the Gathering Epic then augments the end results of luck. Rather, the base drop rate is multiplied by the luck separately and then the Gathering Epic separately, and then they're kind of added together, so they don't build off of each other like you might think they would. However, having both will give you the highest effect. So this is basically a test of whether or not the Gathering Epic affects additional drops from blocks like sap, bark, and anything else that is an extra potential drop. And basically, in a nutshell, the Gathering Epic does not do this. The description doesn't suggest that it should do this, and my results basically back up what the game descriptions are saying. So how I set this experiment up is I went out and found a couple of trees that were close together and then used an AoE axe with some buffs to chop it down really fast, regeneration bomb to make to force the trees to regenerate, and then rinse and repeat. Every 1,000 or so trunks I would stop and tally everything up. So that's what we're seeing here is first I gathered about 1,000 and then I gathered another 1,000, and with some simple math I figured out how much each session I got, and of course the totals down below. And what this allows me to do is to come all the way down here, and now we can see essentially what the drop rates are both for each individual test and then overall. So as you can see, basically what he was probably running into was just kind of too small of a sample size. And yeah, so as you can see, for each one of these individual tests, the drop chance changes by a couple of percentages here and there. So it averages around 10 all the way up to about 12%, and then the overall drop chance for all of this information is 11.29%. The low was 10.19, and then the high was 12.53. So that just kind of depends on RNG and all of that, this, that, and the other. Sap was more about 33%, 34%, something like that. And then over here, without the Gathering Epic, I was actually really happy that it did this, because as you can see, the overall for the sap without the Gathering Epic is actually a little bit higher. However, for the bark, it's actually a little bit lower. So it's like there's no clear indication that having the Gathering Epic either helps or hurts you. So for the bark, it hurt me a little bit, but for the sap, it actually helped me out. And if we come over here and look at the drop chances for bark, you can see the difference is only 0.31%. So it's not even a third of a percent difference. So I see no statistical significance in that. Certainly if I added some extra data to this, it would probably, these would become more and more similar over time, but I figured 10 to 11 tests of about 1,000 each, totaling for what, about 11,000 on each side. That one's actually almost 12,000, but yeah, that should give a fairly decent idea of what is going on here. So yeah, so having the Gathering Epic isn't going to really cause any kind of significant difference as far as drops coming from blocks. So things like sap, flint, fragments, bark. This was all done on a tier 6 planet, so on a lower tiered planet you probably get a lower drop chance. This is also done with maximum luck. So this was with the Gathering Epic, maximum luck, and then this is maximum luck without the Gathering Epic. And certainly if I removed all of the luck, these percentages would be a lot lower. But yeah, so in a nutshell, like I already said, it doesn't really make a difference in this use case scenario. So pretty short, sweet, to the point video. This was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more like this. And if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel, want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.